What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games B.S, part of the Media Group, presented by MFTKFoundation.com. A lot of MFTK going on right now. If you're Sanders, I'm sure we'll get into this, and I'm sure there'll be all kinds of topics. Matter of fact, if we can go ahead and start a question of the day, just to get this thing going, we can add it on our Twitter. Is Shedeur getting the MFTK treatment right now? And also, do you really care? I've never seen more people care more about somebody who does not even know if they're alive. Because it is wild. People are pushing it. It is the narrative. I am seeing people who I have never seen give an opinion on sports before speak on the NFL. Like one lady, I've literally known her since college. I've never heard her tweet about sports or talk about sports. And she's like, the NFL is treating Shedeur bad. They have never done this before. I'm like, never? I'm like, you're like, I'm of the pros that people are really sound like, are sounding like Tim Tebow fans. But if you would have listened to the interview that we did with Quincy Avery on Thursday before the draft, you would have got all the information that you could have possibly needed. But I appreciate you guys going back and watching it or not watching it. My beard was not as nice as it is right now. I want to give all thanks and praise and glory to my barber Anton Oakley. Give him the praises. Like, shout out to Oak, and shout out to Naya for giving me the good wash and retwist. I realized that a lot of my stress in life was because my hair was dirty. I need to wash my hair. I needed to get it. And it's nothing like getting your hair washed by somebody else. So I want to thank that. But go to the MFTKFoundation.com. Is that the boy? Bring Touch Right to come in here. If that's my boys. I need to talk to my son live on camera. Want to get his thoughts. He's not happy with the picks. We'll get his opinion on some Jaguar picks too once we get in here. But I want to chop it up with him real fast on his draft. Did you hear that? Did you know, Jaden, that Shedeur Sanders, not Shedeur, my bad. Deion's other son, Travis Hunter, had a 4.0 GPA.
I saw he said it was like a 3.7 to 3.9, but I could have been wrong.
Then he be lying. He lied in the presser. That's why. Like, these people, you know what? We'll round it up.
Yeah, just round it up. No problem.
Still higher than mine. That's 3. That is I don't know what that you got to add my semesters up to get to that.
That was a little bit ahead of mine. Not too much though. Not too much.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, let's go ahead and before we'll get our show started the proper way. It's been a lot of praising the Lord and blessings and stuff like this, but not like the way we do it. We got to start this show off right. Getting active.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Thank you, God.
I really believe if they would have prayed with this kind of fervor, if they would have started off, he would have been a top 5 pick. But yeah, this shit is insane. We gotta make sure we keep an eye out on that chat. Make sure you let us know, because I
got it up, so I'm looking back and forth.
Because I'm getting concerned. At first it was like little jokes a little bit because Deion was like, I'm guaranteeing my son will be a top 5 pick. So it's a little, you poke fun at him a little bit, but not even top 5 in the fucking second round. Like, god damn. We have gone 5 picks, right, in the second round? Yeah, we're gonna pick 11 in the second round.
Miles, do we have the sound queued up? All right, y'all. So you're gonna hear that sound, and we're gonna try to give you an update for the draft. That was Mason Taylor going in the second round to the New York Jets. Mason Taylor was a tight end at LSU. His dad is Miami Hall of Famer Jason Taylor, and his pro comp is Zach Ertz. So that's gonna be the style of the show today. So we're gonna make sure to keep you up to date with that. Got this live chat pulled up.
That's where you're gonna end it. You're not gonna talk about his other famous family.
Oh well.
Peanut butter brown skin and them big tits. I know what I'm capable of. That will forever. That would never not be creepy.
Dog, I still don't know how he got away.
That's why he's not on a major. That's why Shannon just got to stop giving a fuck.
So another pick just came in. The Niners got Alfred Collins from Texas, defensive tackle with the 11th pick in the second round. Okay. But before we get a deep dive into what's been going on, first we got to start the show with just a major FSU transfer right here. Got to highlight, touch on. Let me pull it like this way. Got you. So FSU had a major transfer. Cornerback Jeremiah Wilson has committed to FSU. 5'10", 185-pound cornerback, has totaled 61 tackles, 10 pass deflections, and 5 interceptions in his college career. Number 8 returning quarterback for the 2025 season, and he played in all 12 games last season. James, real quick so we can get to the NFL, what are your thoughts on this major transfer portal snag?
Good, got production. I want him to be successful. Could have had him and John, but I do think that this guy is pretty good. One of the better corners that was available in the transfer portal. So hopefully it works out well.
For sure. Definitely excited to see how he will work with the team. And I know this is a great pickup. Gave us a lot of hope, especially on the defensive side of the ball to see. So super excited to see that. Now we are going to transition into the NFL draft. Yesterday was the first round of the NFL draft, and there was some surprises indeed. So we're going to share this with you, and this is a list of all of the picks in the first round in that top right corner for you guys. And man, we're going to start and roll our way down. So first things first, I checked right before the game, Cam Ward's stats, odds to go first to Tennessee were like negative 20,000 on Hard Rock. So it was a lock. He was going to the Titans. And we actually got a quick video of a super, super dope surprise from this experience today. So Warren Moon, legendary quarterback, surprised Cam Ward, gave him permission to wear his number, and it was nothing short of spectacular.
This still can't hear this though. Her data got the sound. Okay.
Super dope moment to see a legend, James. Did you get a chance to peep this video out circulating online?
Yeah, I saw it in between the times. I've been up at the news station all day. I thought that was cool. Old heads, legends, being able to pass that game on.
Super dope to see them pass that game on, and we're going to continue rolling down with the draft picks. Next, controversial move that shocked the entire football world, showed what our GM was on, what type of time he was on. So the Jaguars had the 5th pick, then we traded up to get the 2nd pick. And this was the details. So the Browns are trading the Jags traded the Jags, the number 2 overall pick, a 4th round pick, number 104, and a 6th round pick, number 200 to the Jags. But the Jaguars gave up the number 5 overall pick, a 2nd round pick, number 36, a 4th round pick, number 126, and this is the stinger, their 2026 first round pick to the Browns. James, who do you think got the better end of this deal? Because we drafted the one, the only Travis Hunter to the Jags.
That's why I was hoping Trey was gonna be here.
It's funny that you mentioned that.
Yeah, I mean, like he's like, I should have never taken that picture. Like, he decommitted. This was actually, when we took this picture, Jacksonville State. So, but I have talked about this ad nauseum, and I'm going to be on the streaming service with First Coast News. First Coast News Plus on your Roku, and all these other different devices, at 10 p.m. ish or something, shit like that, where I got to talk more about Travis Hunter. I'm feeling good about it, but man, that's a lot of draft capital to trade up to get a guy who's malnourished. But I do think he's exciting. I like the fact that they talked about they're going to use him on offense primarily in the beginning and weave him in on defense, which kind of goes. Put that up there on the. Put that. This is exactly what I'm sure. This is the stuff that don't associate me with that man. I have no respect for him. That's true. I want to talk with. I'm gonna get up to what my guy Anthony, my aunt put up there, because he paid. But like, I like the pick. I'm thinking more for this. I'm gonna get into that. We'll get into that. I'm sure we'll get into that a little bit more. But put up there what Ant said. I was trying to give them a chance, but the Saints picking Brandon Whedon over Shedeur was racist. Shit. Like I'm gonna give you Jackson Dart. I'll give him Jackson Dart. Tyler, shit. That's a hard pill to swallow. Conspiracy theory, draft conspiracy theory. We ready for this? What if Pac-Man Jones was right? Jay, do you remember what Pac-Man said? He was high, but what if he was right? That the Jaguars are tired of Trevor Lawrence and they want to get rid of Trevor Lawrence. What if they're going to draft Shedeur? And if Shedeur is there in the 3rd round, what if the Jaguars draft him? Would that not be crazy? I know it's not gonna happen, but that'd be wild though. But who we got? Who just got drafted? Since we put the music up.
Donovan. This is hard. Isarugaku. He's an edge rusher, 6'3", 248 pounds from Boston College.
Yeah, that's the dude who fucked us up. Goddamn Africans. Dallas got him?
Yeah.
Goddamn Africans. That African was fucking our tackles up, man. Like I didn't know who he was. I'm like, this man was an old M'Baku ass Black Panther ass dude. But yeah, man, just Travis is just. Oh, okay. Yeah, Travis is just wild. Wild for that. So we got another draft.
This one's from the Indianapolis Colts, JT Tuamalau. Tuamalau, let's go with that. 6'4", 265 pounds from Ohio State.
Okay. Man. Damn. Now Jaden got his computer froze. He's sitting there, so we gotta go down the list on our own. We didn't even give like a preview. He just started talking. Like, I will say this though. Are there other examples of just? I think racism is a real thing. Are we sure we want to use our racism card with Shedeur Sanders? Like, is that the guy we want to like? Is that the to my coloreds in the chat? Like, is that the hill? Is this the guy we want to use the NFL is racist on in the draft? Where I want us to digest what happened in the draft. So while Jaden's getting on here, we talked about this guy Warren Moon coming in there, right? Without being biased, what is one of the most hood universities in NCAA? Like when they're good, they're like the whole hood is pop, like they just ghetto, like they are black, even though it's a white school, these PWIs, but like you just know it's gonna be some hood black dudes in it. Anybody know what schools would you like put in there? Like in the chat, if you don't mind, I would like to know whether it's on Twitter or any of that stuff, just get involved. What schools would you like feel are synonymous with, man, that's a hood, there's some hood schools. Like, I know ones I wouldn't, Nebraska.
Iowa.
You said who?
Iowa.
Iowa's very white. Not that black people don't play there. I'm just saying, like, we wouldn't. CW, Miami, right? Miami's one, right? Can we, as a group, as a family, agree that the University of Miami, if you saw a high draft pick from the University of Miami, one would deduce that it's probably a black person? Yeah. Do we want to use our racism card, right? In a draft where the fucking number 1 overall pick was a black quarterback from the University of Miami. I just want us to like really just think about these things as we are saying these things, because like words have meanings. Like, you know, the NFL's racist, but damn it, we got like, I didn't even realize this till Q said this. Actually, pull it up. Let's pull up the 32 NFL teams. I guess we could do that. Just, you know, stretch it out because we can only see some of this. All right, yeah, there we go. But can we blow the window up? Because I just want, I'm just curious. So before this day, yeah, that's fine. We had, let's include the first round, number 1 overall pick, more than likely is going to be a starter, right? So, and before we talk, let's just, again, I'm not saying that racist things don't happen. This is not for or against, but I like to use definitions so that we're all arguing and discussing things fairly. Characterized by or showing prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. A person who is prejudiced against or antagonistic toward people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. So now the Tennessee Titans, JK, we'll keep track of these. The Tennessee Titans drafted Cam Ward, so we're going to deduce that Cam Ward will be the starting quarterback. So that's one. The Jags quarterback isn't black; he's white. Regardless of what, he might be lame as fuck, but New York Giants just picked up 2 black quarterbacks. Russell Wilson is black, so that's Dos Blackos. The Patriots got a white boy. The Browns, until proven further, have a nut ass freak bull, right? He's black. That's 3. The Raiders, Tom Brady is Deion's homeboy, right? And Shedeur was doing all that stuff. Tom Brady said, hell no, I'm not drafting that motherfucker. But their quarterback is black. That's 4. The Jets, Justin Fields went to a PWI, very black. The Panthers, he's petite, but that doesn't mean he's not black. Shit, why can't I see that next one? The Saints, white boy. Bears, he might be crazy. He might be a nut ass freak bull, painting his nails. Caleb Williams is black though. 49ers, Brock Purdy, very white. Dak Prescott can't fight, but he's black. Miami Dolphins, he might not know that he's black, and he might think he's a pineapple, but Tua Tagovailoa is black. That's 9. AR-15 with a name like that, you would think he's white because that's the ones who use it, but he's black. That's 10. My man wears a fucking do-rag everywhere. That's 11. He's a midget, but he's black. That's 12. Now he cool, but he not black with the Bengals. The Seahawks quarterback, who did the Seahawks just get? I don't remember him, but y'all may tell me he's black, but right now he's not. So Bo Nix, not black. Raiders, white. I did the Giants, I thought I said, okay. Did I do? Giants traded back in, so I don't remember who they took their pick from. Chargers, not black. Got a lot of kids though. Packers, black. Vikings, not black. Then the Falcons traded back in. Ravens, very black. Lions, not black. Commanders, very black. Eagles, black. KC, black. Over half the fucking NFL quarterbacks are black. I'm sorry, it's very difficult to win a prejudice argument when we have all these fucking black quarterbacks.
All right, so the pick, the Rams got Terrence Ferguson from Oregon, a tight end, 6'5", 247 pounds.
Damn. But like, I'm sad, and I don't think I think they might be bullying him right now, though. I will say that shit. Like, I don't think he's the best quarterback in this draft, but I would die on that he's better than Tyler Saul Hill. I'll die on that. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. I hope that the Pittsburgh Steelers get him though, because we still have a chance, right? But all right, what else we got, Jaden? I know we're doing the draft as a fan. You got another one? Who's this? I'm saying, what team?
Got it.
So this is the Cardinals. They just got the cornerback from Michigan, Will Johnson. I repeat, Arizona Cardinals at the 15th pick. Second round got Will Johnson, the cornerback from Michigan. Finally got him off the spot. So James, I don't know. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I don't know if you guys did you get into Travis Hunter at all or no? Good time to segue into that.
Nah, we didn't really just I just said Trey didn't like him.
Okay.
But we talked about him a little bit. Like, I do think he's going to be a dynamic player. I think the Jags are going to be able to use him as a slot wide receiver. And he's going to be able to, like, here's what I'm thinking. Brian Thomas Jr. is obviously your clear-cut number one, right? That's going to be your guy that's going to take the top off of the defense. You've got to get, for them with this draft and for them to trade the second round pick, because they're picking twice in the third round, but later in the third round, that means you feel Parker Washington, Gabe Davis, or the motherfucker from Washington are good enough to give you to a move the chains guy. Because then Travis Hunter can come in and immediately be your slot guy, your Devonta Smiths, if you will. And if that's what you're looking for and that's the thought process, it works. Third and long, true passing situations. Bringing Travis Hunter in there on defense, like weaving him in, that makes sense. Like, that gives you everything that you could possibly want. Like, it's kind of not a gadget. I don't want to call him a gadget player, but you could just go in and tell him cover the slot. Basically, Travis is going to be the king of the slots, the slot king. And I think that will make him really, really indispensable, undeniable with his talent, and exciting for the city. I would say this too. I I think he goofy as fuck, but in a pure way. Like the interview was so cool to see. Like he looked like a little kid up there. And I was joyous and happy it's kind of like I hope nobody ever, but I think Jameis is autistic, so it's never gonna leave him. But I hope nobody ever makes Jameis Winston have to be a hardened individual. I hope life does not force Travis Hunter to be hardened. I want Travis Hunter to be like that the entire time. Like he's animated. He looks like a walking caricature. And I think that's dope. So like kudos to him. And what we're going to be able to use him for. Cannot wait to OTAs and mini camps to be able to see where they got digital OG. I think that's a really good point right there. I wouldn't be mad if the Dolphins what we know is that Tua is going to die and rise again and raise from the dead. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities. That man only is not long for the world. Putting him to the Dolphins and letting him be able to learn a little bit might not be a bad situation for him. Not mad at it. What's this right? Okay, we gotta blow that up.
So, James, I want to talk to you about this quote from Liam Cohen, the head coach of the Jags. So this was regarding Travis Hunter, who we were previously talking about, and it says, quote, Travis Hunter will primarily spend off-season program on offense, but they'll have to be fluid. Multiple conversations with every department on staff about the process of a player playing both offense/defense. I know he said that earlier. I'm sure it was at the combine, or if it was at his pro day, about how he wanted to play both sides of the ball. He would refuse to play if it wasn't on both sides of the ball. So where do you think this process will land as we try to navigate Travis's passions on the field?
Again, I think he's going to be an offensive guy. I think he's going to give them success on the offensive side of the ball. And I think that, they're going to eventually get him in situations where he can be successful. He's not going to be able to have a 10-year career playing both sides of the ball. But that's where your coaches have to, it's their job to figure it out. I'm here for it.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is, since we got the first and second pick, we're just going to quickly run through we're going to run through the picks. Some going to talk about in depth. Some we're just going to skim past. Some of the ones that catch our eye. So we're just going to go down this list of the first round. So we have Abdul Carter going to New York, possibly saying he's going to wear that number 56 number, James, on the Michael Parsons podcast. So that would be dope. Think about him in New York. You think he's going to do good on that defense?
Yeah. I mean, they put it up, man. They got some cats over there. Brian Burns.
Yep. FSU.
Thibodeau. Yeah, Thibodeau. You added him. They're doing what the Giants did under Tom Coughlin, just really loading up that defense, and then just don't turn the ball over on offense. And I mean, we can knock the quarterback choice, but what we can't do is knock some of these defensive picks. Like that defense is solid, and a good running game, and great defense will win you a bunch of football games. I'm here to tell. I promise you guys, we put way too much. I think we put way too much on the quarterback position, partially because it's the only position that it's only one of them. And it's the position that touches the ball every time. But man, if you got a good downhill running game and you're able to play TOP, like you're going to win a lot of games. Time of possession and limiting the other team's ability to be on the ball is big.
Speaking of big, Will Campbell going to the Patriots, joining Drake May. I think this is a scary, scary young duo. Will Campbell put dudes in a chokehold, seatbelt god for LSU. I think this is a great pick.
Yeah. You got to get them right, man. Got to get them right. And I think that I'm interested again. It's crazy where we scream racism, right? But I also don't know if I want to put my trump card on that one too, because they gave a brother a year, right? Like to win with a rookie quarterback and like nothing. But he was a Patriot great too. I think they were like, hey man, we finna get you the bag. The coach we want ain't available right now. Come take this bread. I'm gonna give it to you, and then we're gonna fire you, but it's still all love from the Patriots. And I believe that's what they did with that.
We got another YC coming up. So this was the Jaguars pick that we traded, that we originally had, that we traded to get number 2 for. The Browns retained, and they picked up Mason Graham from Michigan. Whew, James, he was working out in Jaguar shirts, but I guess it wasn't the right plan after all for him. What are your thoughts about him and Miles on that line?
I think that might help him. They're trying to get another version of what the Rams have with Braden and Verse. Obviously, Miles Jack is better than Verse. I don't think Graham is better than Braden. But the truth is, I think they thought Abdul Carter was going to fall to him. And I think they thought they were going to be – I think that's why they traded the number 2 overall pick, because they didn't feel anybody was going to get him right there with all – again, these smoke screens, everybody figured the Giants were going to draft a quarterback, and you felt like they were in a position where they did not have to trade up to be able to get the quarterback that they wanted. So that's why I think I'm going to say Big Nut James, Gladstone was actually we can call him Big Stones, because that was Big Stones what he did with that trade up. He was like, all right, I'm gonna get what I want. They think they're gonna get what they want, and they ended up folding. But it's not a bad pick. Personally, think they could have went a variety of different places here, but kudos to them for Mason Graham. The flaws on him, short. You got the Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, but he's explosive. So, and he's able to play in the cold. We know that. So maybe that will be something. But I know if I'm in Cleveland, I'm just like, okay, great.
Okay, so we got a pick in from the Texans. They had the 16th pick in the draft, and they picked up Minnesota offensive tackle Ariante Ursary, 6'6", 331 pounds, and he is a 6 in his position rank. So, James, moving on to one of your favorite players from Duval, born in Duval, Ashton Jeanty, going to the Raiders with Geno Smith, with Pete Carroll. Geno's on that short deal, but man, what does this mean for Ashton? Is he going to get crazy carries this year?
Yeah. Yeah. And he's in a great spot. Ironically, Tom Brady's people, you have a quarterback that you're going to eventually have to move on from. He's only going to be there 1 to 2 years. They did not draft and shore up that position with family friend Tom Brady. But I like that move. Again, good defense with some good D with some good top leads to success. Good D and good top always going to be success. No matter where you at in life, if you have good D and good top with it, you're going to always be good. And I think that's where the direction that the Patriots are going. They're trying to get that. They can't go with the D right now per se, but they do have Mason. They have Crosby. So, but the D is they working on the D, but they're getting that top.
For sure, definitely excited to see how it will pan out in Sin City. So, number 7, with that pick, the Jets took Armand Membo, offensive tackle. So, James, this is going to be a good one to protect Justin Fields for, but I'm more excited about that 8th pick. Got our girl, shout out to Sheena, the Panthers selected T-Mac, Tetairoa McMillan, James, him, Xavier Legette, and Adam Thielen, all with Bryce Young back there. How do you feel about this team?
That's where I was kind of like wishing that the Jags would kind of go in that direction. You get a big body, big catch radius guy, and he and that's what he can do. I'm glad he came out and spoke against that dumb shit. He's like, man, I was a freshman when I said I don't really like watching video and watching film like that. He's like, they make it seem like I said that shit at the damn combine. And, so he came out and said that. But again, the young man is really, really good. So like I think that's giving the petite Prince for the Carolina Panthers an opportunity to have targets. You got to have somebody to throw to. So they're definitely got one guy. We got Black Boomhauer, we got Polynesian Pop, and we got Pilgrims. So like we'll see what happens with it. Uh-oh. Damn. All right. Well, we're going down the draft. I don't want to go with all these people because I don't like some of these people. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like I ain't really like well versed on every one of these. I'm not gonna be like a lot of these analysts and just be like, I know everything about these guys. Man. Based on that would be wild. Like, what are we gonna do based on their name? Like a old Banks Jr. Harold Banks Jr. Yeah, I remember Harold Banks Sr. I remember Senior, man. Senior was that dude back in the day. Nah, that's funny. Okay. What I want right now, we have 491 people speaking, right? 491 people speaking. I mean, watch it. 92 now. If you are pro Shedeur Sanders and you're feeling like he's being treated improperly, not just because of the draft, but just in general, can you tell me the game that sold you on Shedeur Sanders? Like, what game should I watch so that I can feel what it is that you feel about him? And I'm being serious. Killer, come here. What you got the shirt off for, bro? One second.
Give me subscribers.
All right, tell your brother to come here. We're gonna get a young bull's opinion of Travis Hunter. When he gets here. But like I want the film. Like, just tell me what game you guys. Come here, man. You check progress learning today? You didn't check progress learning, man?
Power school?
That's what I meant. This is power school, whatever that. Have you checked that?
Yeah, my grade.
I know that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. You got them grades up, boy. You got them grades up, man. That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Way to get them grades up, man. I knew you could do that. Got that math score to an A. Stop playing damn games, man. All right, so come here, seriously. What are your thoughts on the Travis Hunter pick with the Jaguars? Tell them they can't hear that.
I don't like it. I would rather than just trade this number 2 pick.
Why don't you like?
Because he did. He fluked out on Florida State.
That's the only reason you don't like him is because he fluked out on Florida State?
Yes.
So it's not football related. This is all personal.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you have any reasons why a Jag fan should be optimistic that just strictly football? Is there anything that you like that he does from a football perspective?
I guess that he plays both sides and won the Heisman, but that's about it.
What do you feel about this picture that's been floating around, circulating the internet? Is this really you or is this AI? That's not you?
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that?
I mean, if he would have went to Florida State, maybe that would have been. Man,
looks like those cheeks, man. Those cheeks look real close. All right, man. Go and do your thing. Good job on your grades, son. What do you think about Shedeur?
Oh yeah, I like Shedeur. I think he should have got drafted.
Okay.
I want him to go in the 3rd round so the Jazz can get him. That we just like trade Trevor.
They're not trading Trevor, but that would be interesting though. That's an interesting thing. That boy boy's loyal. He don't give he will not forget. He is not happy about the Jags drafting Trevor Lawrence. All right, we got you back, Jaden. Can't hear him, but if he is back.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that.
But again, seriously, if anybody has any game, like what clip, like, cause I like what Dan Orlovsky did. Like, he just put the film out there, man. But like, I want to know exactly what game that I should I'll watch it and just I want to feel like other people feel. So you let me know. Engage
All right.
in intelligent debate. Like, I want people. A lot of people won't. They're just saying they like them because they read the stats. But like, I want to have the stats in context. I just put that in the group chat, and the guy has not done anything to give me like any video, like not one game. Like you can't. You got to be able to say the one game that made you a fan, right? Like, if you really like somebody that much, there's got to be one game where you're just like, that's it.
So we got some draft picks to talk about. Number 17, the 17th pick, the Bengals selected South Carolina linebacker Demetrius Knight Jr. The Seahawks selected with the 18th pick Elijah Arroyo from Miami. Wow.
Whoa, the tight end went before the wide receiver.
Yep, he is the second Miami player to get selected in the draft. He is in Seattle. Then for the Panthers, they had the 19th pick. They just traded that, and they picked Nick Scorton from Texas A&M, an edge rusher. And then the Tennessee Titans have the 20th pick, and they selected Oluwafemi Oladejo from UCLA, edge rusher, 10th in this position rank. So we got some more numbers to get through in this first round. James, I know I lagged out around Tetero McMillan. Did you guys stop there or?
Yeah, we did. I mean, we went more. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of these guys, I really don't know enough about to truly speak intelligently about.
No, yeah, for sure. I was gonna skip around and get this pulled up right here. But yeah, I was definitely gonna skip around, and so we'll go to
Kelvin Banks Jr. I know who that is. That's the one who was beating, whose old lady was beating the shit out of Kelvin Banks Sr. I mean, the third. You seen the video? That's the one with the video of the baby?
Oh yeah, that's the with the throw up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like she was clapping like that baby threw up because he got a concussion. Oh my God.
Yeah, he was moving crazy. That was a funny video. Let me see if I can get this fixed. We'll have this one up for now. So we'll move to an interesting pick. We're going to stay in Florida. With the 19th pick, OSU wide receiver tree has been doing some damage in the league, from Garrett Wilson to JSN to Chris Olave.
In the Nickba. The Nickba was drafted last year, right? Or was that 2 years ago when the nigga was drafted?
That was, I believe, 2 years ago. Let me double check that for you. Yeah, 2023. So that was 2 years ago. He got drafted. So yeah, James, what do you think about this player in Tampa, man? Definitely had some tape on him. Was like a utility weapon for that OSU team.
You're gonna eventually have to replace the most quietest Hall of Fame player in the history of the NFL when it's all said and done. And you just get Baker more weapons. But we don't know what the offense is going to look like this year. But I'm okay with that. That was pretty decent pick. Probably should have went. I guess nobody else picked him up, but the Colts could use another wide. There's some other teams that could have used a wide receiver, outside of them.
We're going to stay in this area, talk about the Broncos making this cornerback move, James, Jahdae Barron. I think their defense is going to be real scary, real solid for a lot of teams. I know when they played the Bengals, they had to learn from their mistakes and get this player. Do you think they could have one of the top defenses in the league with this draft pick?
I think definitely the secondary. He's got a good guy to learn from on the other side of him.
For sure. And so many people were surprised Derek Harmon got selected 21st instead of Shedeur James. That was one of the huge shockers of the night for me, but it kept going and going, especially with the 25th pick, Jackson Dart going to New York, becoming a Giant. How shocked were you when you saw this pick come across your screen, James?
Well, not as shocked as others because again, we had Q come on earlier on Thursday and talk about why he felt Jackson Dart might have been better. I've seen Jackson Dart play in person, and I go back to the question that I asked that nobody can give me an answer to. What game have you seen of Shedeur that just made you feel like he was that guy, right? Even the Tyler kid, they talked about the Notre Dame game is what made people a believer, right? Notre Dame is again one of those teams that's got a lot of talent. Had some of the most guys go to the NFL Combine. Really made it to the I'm about to say state championship. Made it to the national championship game. Name me a victory that Shedeur Sanders has that is bigger than the University of Georgia. One thing we will say about a Kirby Smart team is that is an NFL. In the next 3 years, most of those guys on that defense will be in the NFL. We see Jalen Walker. I'm trying to make sure I think there was somebody else. We will have multiple. They will have 5 to 6 guys drafted this year, probably from their defense from the University of Georgia. That's an NFL game. Like Jackson Dart beat Georgia. And that's kind of where you but again, I'll tell you a game where I would not risk my career on Jackson Dart, and that's watching that University of Florida fucking game. But you're talking about a quarterback of a team that probably should have been in the college football playoff. That came and beat the fuck out of the team in the bowl game in which Jackson Dart played. I said TCU was ranked at that time. That would be one of the games we found out that was fool's gold. So I appreciate you. I would not let you bring up Colorado State. Ain't nobody from fucking Colorado State. Good shot though, Angelo. TCU, I will give you that. That at least is one good one. Appreciate you for at least attempting. Jackson Dart plays in the toughest conference, competes, and by all means, and he not only did he do the play in the bowl game, he went to the Senior Bowl, he did the interviews, he did the drills at the combine. He in a class where there was no clear where they didn't feel like they were deep. There was one guy that was consensus, and then those next guys weren't. He didn't just say, I'm going to rest on my laurels. He said, I'm going to give you every opportunity to see me go out here and do what I do every time. And Shedeur had that opportunity, and Shedeur took the opportunity that he wanted to. It was a calculated risk. And Jackson took the risk and he won.
So we have a quick draft update. The Tampa Bay Bucks, with the 21st pick in the second round, selected Benjamin Morrison, a cornerback from Notre Dame, standing at 6 feet tall, weighing 193 pounds. So, James, Atlanta traded back into the first, thanks to the Rams, to get James Pierce, Tennessee edge, getting 2 dominant edge rushers in this first round. The Dirty Birds are doing something crazy on that line, James.
They got to get after it. Got to get active. They're trying to get that good D. Atlanta wants to put that D on Tampa. Got to get active.
Speaking of Georgia, we got to talk about another Georgia boy joining an elite secondary. Malachi Starks joining the Ravens. Him and Kyle Hamilton back there is a scary sight to see for sure. And then we have James. We witnessed Maxwell going to the Bills. We witnessed his 40 time. He had the fastest 40 time at the combine. We were there to witness that. So dope to see him go to the Bills. But the Eagles have done it again. What are your thoughts on them getting Jihad Campbell, just an absolute unit, and that versatile linebacker / edge position?
I mean, a Muslim in Philly, you can't write a better stereotype than that, man. The NOI, the local mosque is like is loving it, man. But yeah, so are the Raiders up? When did the Raiders pick again? It's gonna be Shedeur.
The Raiders have the 26th pick.
Gotta be Shedeur.
So the Packers just selected NC State offensive tackle Anthony Belton, 6'6", 336 pound,
Good
9th
pick.
position ranked.
Good pick.
Good pick for the Packers. Now that we got the first round out of the way, James, we just have another piece of info right here. Like you said, the Big Ten is the Big Ten. It is a force to be reckoned with. So the SEC had 15 picked, and the Big Ten had 11 picked. First round picks, accounted for 26 of the 32 picks in the first round of the draft. It's the first time that multiple conferences each produced double-digit first-round picks. No other conference produced no more than 2 picks in the first round. The 15 picks for the SEC matches the most first-round picks by a single conference in a draft. This was previously done by the SEC back in 2020. The 11 picks for the Big Ten were the most for the conference in a first round of a single draft. What do you think about these big 2 divisions here in football? Definitely showcasing their dominance.
Can we get a realistic pick of this? Like, go back. Do we have like the schools? Like, I'm sick of this shit. Vanderbilt's not on the fucking same level as Georgia. Like, I know we got Tennessee in there. Like, is it like 15 picks, like just spread around all the goddamn schools? Like, I'm okay with it. And it is real. Like, we also had North Dakota State in there in this. We saw that guy. He was clearly the best lineman at Senior Bowl, outside of my little brother from North Carolina. But like
Greg Zabel,
I think the
Greg
SEC
Zabel.
is the SEC and the Big Ten are the 2 best conferences. But like, I think they're top heavy, and then the rest of the teams suck. But I think when you look at the top 2 to 3 teams in other conferences, they're pretty good. That's why everybody wants to leave.
We got a good pick, in my opinion, for the Chargers. They selected Ole Miss wide receiver Trey Harris, standing at 6'2", 205 pounds. Definitely needed that wide receiver after Johnson was dropping all those passes last year, looking crazy on the timeline. So I'm happy they picked up a wide receiver.
Still no Shedeur.
Still no Shedeur. We are waiting. And speaking of Shedeur, glad you said that, James. We're going to get into some video of Shedeur last night during the draft and all the events surrounding that. So first things first, this is how he was stepping to the draft party. He had a custom draft room, and he had a cabinet or a shelf of these NFL teams right here. Got this picture for you, and then we got this video.
You gotta lower that mouse. That's nice. I mean, you can still use those things like for podcasts and things like that. Like it's like a double use.
I feel so bad for this. Actually, not that. But I mean,
I don't. He's gonna get drafted. He's going to be okay.
Yeah, he's rich.
Yeah, it just didn't happen. Like, this is what I don't understand. Not you, Miles, but like oh, this is so bad. His life is like, yes, he's losing money. He's gonna be on a 4-year deal. It's okay, he can outperform it. But like, he's still gonna be in the NFL. There hasn't been very many people be in the NFL. And his last name is still Sanders.
Right. It just might be a little embarrassing.
It's just a little, that's
For
all
him.
it is embarrassing right now. But like, where the fuck were y'all in 2006? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, I get so mad about this shit.
This is where it stems from.
Yeah, no, come back, because I'm seeing people that know me. They wasn't this mad when I didn't get drafted. Mel Kiper had me as number 2 fullback on the goddamn draft board. I had to wait to, like, this is when the draft was on, like, the first 3 rounds was on Saturday, and then it was on Sunday, and then I had, wasn't nobody like, and I was mad as fuck, because on the first day, the Jags didn't call me. I just knew I wasn't going to get drafted on the first day. I wasn't naive or arrogant. But I was like, man, like 6th, 7th round, somebody gonna pick me? No, wrong. I had some crab legs, man. I had some people over the house. Like, it was just vibing. Like, it wasn't a lot of people. It was just, I was just watching it, but I'm like, damn, ain't nobody. All my friends got drafted. Like, shit. Like, Cam, crazy ass, got drafted. Ernie got drafted. Crow got drafted. Bunk, crazy ass, got drafted. I'm like, Pat, I'm looking out. I'm like, damn, man. Is my phone broke? Like, do they have my number? Like, did I make sure? Like, call my agent? Like, hey, Matt Kalute, like, did you
So
did they mail it? Are they going to fax? Do I need to get to a fax machine? Maybe they faxed it in, and like, did it get lost? Like, did they email me? Sometimes, some people still had dial up, and I was just like, hey man, get off the fucking phone so like they can like make sure they call. I was like, nah, man. I was telling Mari, like, Amari, get your ass, like, you over there playing with the electronics, Amari. Like, you like, nah, man. Stop playing. Dad, this doesn't use the internet. Damn, my bad. Shit. Take your ass in there and go watch one of them cartoons or some shit like that. I'm over here mad. None of my friends went to Facebook, and there was a Facebook. MySpace was more bumping then. Nobody went to MySpace and said, damn, dog, James a good dude. He worked hard. He's good. Like, y'all really know people that you don't fight hard. This motherfucker don't know you. Like, you're losing friends. And like, it's literally a lady who's an FSU fan who's a therapist. And I'm watching her implode. And I'm like, if you were my therapist and tweeting like this, I want my money back. Because you are clearly touched. You think this man is your friend. He's going to be, I want people to realize this. Say it with me. Shedeur will be fine. It's just a little, but do you know why it stings? Do you know why he's embarrassed?
The hype.
Who created this hype? They did. All you did was talk shit. And you did all of these different things, and then it didn't work out for you in the manner in which you thought it was going to work out, but it's still going to work out. What bothers me, again, and I'm not saying believe what you want to believe, but y'all got to stop this God got me. All of this shit, and then don't let God got you. Like, this, you talking shit to people, your brother goes and attacks Q, and then when they have a critique, and then this is why they're like, they're going to be like, man, I told you so. Just a little un poquito. But then you'll be all right. This is like fuel. Like, and then that's the other shit. Oh, this is just going to be fuel to the fire. When I want you to, I have a saying, and this will help you guys in you guys' critiques. Write it down. What you just said. I want you to write down what you just said. And I want you to read it out loud, because sometimes all of us didn't pass the FCAT, right? See, I remember when it was Florida Rights. Yeah, you had Cat 5 and Florida Rights. Some of y'all didn't pass this. And so what I mean is, you're saying the NFL is either racist or biased to the Sanders, right? And that's why he's not getting picked up. But you think that same NFL that's being racist or biased to the Sanders is going to allow him to whip the league on fire? if you believe in the conspiracy theory and that the people are against him, you can't at the same time believe that those same people are going to help aid him against the system. Because if he was that damn good, he wouldn't be here. Or you would have at least 6 games in the group chat or in this chat where you can tell me where Shedeur Sanders made you a fucking believer.
Oh, I thought it was.
That is bullshit,
that
Miles.
Can't be, right?
That is fucking bullshit. We watched that motherfucking game. Now, I'll say this. Yeah, that 53.5% is bullshit. The NFL is clearly 60 to 70% black. Yeah, it's a lot more white people. It's a lot more white people in this motherfucker now, but you miss me with that shit. But I know one thing, boy, Shiloh got to be sweating bullets. Like if his brother ain't getting drafted to the 3rd round, he know he finna be chilling at home eating. The one good thing about that, like when I didn't get drafted, because we had baby shower food. Like man, when you get some baby shower meatballs, like the next day, or what's that dip that they be making with the baby shower shit, like the with the meat and the cheese. And you take the now see they ain't had the good Tostitos, the ones that kind of come in the scoops. Like I had to get like the old like Tostitos, like in like a real like triangle. But like that shit be real good the next day.
There were 15 black starting quarterbacks in week 1 last year.
Bruh. And we talking about
15. Oh, we be forgetting
like
about
what
Patrick
we
Mahomes. We didn't list them earlier.
Why did AB post this at 4 p.m. today?
Why is it short social?
Because bump that. Did you see the other post that AB posted about this young man?
But I'm curious.
Click on AB's thing and then just scroll up. Because I mean we can go down because we know AB's page is wild. Hey. Like AB saying that man looked like a Komodo dragon dog was wild.
Oh, whoa.
Like why is he? Yeah, dog. Don't go back. This is what I'm talking about right here.
His whole page is crazy. Yo.
I sent my boy that.
Yo, this dude is a man.
Wow.
Like one thing about AB is AB is all ABs are crash outs. Adrian Bronner, like if you could take them and like merge them together and they probably the same person right now. Because AB is a can. Anybody can get it. American, Dominican, Mexican, anybody can. But yo, a side note, my man got his teeth, that the guy who's this supposed to be got his teeth fixed. And like they cleaned him up a little bit and he just looks like a hard R with good teeth. Like it's still something like, but he's growner. He's a little bit more grown now. But nah, man, I'm sad. Shedeur, keep your head up, dog. You're gonna be here. Somebody's gonna pick you up, dog. Who's picking?
So we got to recap the Bears pick. They had the 24th pick, and they selected Ozzie Trapilo from Boston College, offensive tackle, 6'8", 316 pounds.
Damn, Boston, everybody fucking picked up. Like, shit. I want an NFL coach now. Like, I'm like, fuck that. Trey ain't on the Florida State. What NFL team were you the head coach of? All right, that's where you going. Like, man, that's the goal to get to the league.
Recently, Dallas picked another Boston College player earlier in the 2nd round with the 12th pick, Donovan Ezeraku from Boston College, an edge rusher.
Yeah, that's the Black Panther kid who was fucking us up. Yeah, we talked about that one. Miles like fucked his name up, but.
So the Lions have just made their pick with the 25th pick in the 2nd round. They selected offensive guard Tate Radledge, another unit, 6'7", 308 pounds, and he's 5th in his position.
Well, I want to get a big woman pregnant. I'm telling you, man, y'all over here messing with these. I'm telling you, dog, the money's in the big women.
Raiders are on the clock as well, James. Want to let you know the Raiders are on the clock.
All right, here we go, baby.
Let's see. So there is 6 minutes around there left in this
Oh.
clock. So we're gonna wait to see the news, then we'll break it to see if Shedeur got drafted. But since we're on that topic of Shedeur, look what 4-7 had to say. This was pretty recently. Donald Trump had this to say, quote, "What is wrong with NFL owners? Are they stupid? Deion Sanders was a great college football player and was even greater in the NFL. He's also a very good coach, streetwise and smart. Therefore, Shedeur, his quarterback son, has phenomenal genes and is all set for greatness. He should be picked immediately by a team that wants to win. Good luck, Shedeur, and say hello to your wonderful father." Wow.
Everybody hates Shiloh. Like I'm saying, he didn't say shit about his skill set. He said, your dad was good. Like, just think about that. That same draft, I believe, wasn't Barry Sanders in that same draft? And Barry Sanders' son did not make the league. Barry Sanders might be the greatest running back of all time. Donald Trump didn't say, why aren't they drafted? And Barry Sanders' son was actually pretty fucking good. Walter Payton Jr. went to Miami. Sweetness was considered one of the best running backs of all time. Then nobody say, what the fuck y'all ain't draft him high? Like, this man literally said, like, and I put that out there. Like, what's wild is that's why I be saying we can't put this on, we can't play the card on this one, man. It's disingenuous. Y'all said Donald Trump was racist and even he see it. So, like, that means you can't be right on the black side because you say Donald Trump is racist, but he can't be that racist, right? If I'm using your logic, if I'm going through the logic that you're using, which is not, that's why I say write the shit down. You really think that these men want to fuck up their product or like, because it's not the owners, it's the GMs, the other people don't want to lose their jobs.
Oh, Miles, cue the sound. Cue the sound. Cue the sound. So the Raiders selected with the 26th pick in the second round, wide receiver from TCU, Jack Besh. James has gotten interviews with him.
That's exciting whites.
Wow.
We got the Betch interview. We got the best interview about Betch.
Sounded like Shannon Sharp. Beth.
You know what? There's a Belvita breakfast biscuits that I would pay.
Those are great.
They are. I would pay to have Shannon Sharp do a commercial for them. Belvita breakfast biscuits.
One bite. He'll be done in one bite.
That's my Michelle.
Oh, no.
The text messages is so crazy. Oh, wow. Oh Lord.
Super crazy that the Raiders just drafted Jack Betch. Now the Ravens are on the clock with the 27th pick. You think Milroe's going before Shedeur right here, James?
Man, they're not getting no goddamn quarterback. If Milroe goes, I would take Milroe before Shedeur, though.
Okay, stop. Just stop.
No, here's the reason why. I remember, I can't unforget what I saw at the Senior Bowl. But he took him to the college football playoff. He beat Georgia. I'm just saying, like, that's the only reason I've seen him in bigger moments than Shedeur. But I don't know, man. It's just, I feel bad. I'm really like, now, I'm concerned. Like, he needs to fire his team.
So we were on the topic of Shedeur, and he did live stream and was recording content during the whole draft party process. A lot of blank stares. Deion even told the DJ to cue the music back up after not getting drafted. I think it was by the Steelers. But somebody special came and was a guest of Shedeur. James, are you familiar with Shinsia?
I'm familiar with her work now in my group chat. But I don't know. Excuse me, let me rephrase it. Not her work, her gifts. I don't know, but she had on. They had her in the lingerie and the cheeks out. I'm sorry, man. I just could not be with the chick in this day and age. Like, y'all don't hide shit, dog. Like, everybody see your girl ass and titties. But what does she do? Is she like a bad girls club or some shit?
No, she's a Jamaican artist, and she's 28. Shedeur's 23. Just wanted to clarify that.
Okay, so she close to that age. So I hope he clap. I hope he got some good sympathy cheeks.
There's a lot of sympathy to be had, so there was an opportunity for that for sure. Speaking of sympathy, we got this video of Shedeur after the first round, giving his condolences and just thanking everybody for their overwhelming love and support through this process.
We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. I don't feel like this happened, for no reason. All this is, of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless. Legendary.
Is that like his saying now? Is that like him branding? Legendary is the word?
I think they call it a mantra, James.
Okay, that part.
Yeah, this is mantra now. This
So
mantra.
that's what, or is he just like, because, is he just going to scream legendary randomly all the time? Like,
he's also gonna scream his rap songs as he was performing the concert after not getting drafted. Are you a fan of the rapper Shedeur, James?
I'm on the beat. I want to go there. I want to, like, it reminds me of Biggie, suicidal thoughts. No sense going to heaven with the goodies laced and dressed in white. I like black Timbs and black hoodies. I just always say, no shooting dice, no sleeping all day, no getting my dick licked, some shit like that. But like I don't like him rapping. Like, he's not his dad. Dad had bars, dog. I woke up yesterday because I did feel weird. Like, oh, by the way, this is how powerful Travis Hunter is in comparison to the real brother, the real one that Deion's gonna love outside of these other losers, because Deion's gonna diss them, we probably won't be. We'll probably be in Pittsburgh next year. When are you going to law school?
It'll be for fall 26, so I can still link up stuff.
But like, it did move me. Deion, his dad thing moved me. I mean, I was in the mirror after I got that beard tapered up. I almost did a little shimmy like the Kappas. With gators on my feet. He was living this. That's why when you got to live your raps, dog, you got to really believe in your raps. Put Shedeur up there. Let's play that again. I don't feel it, dog. Does Shedeur? Nah. When the beat came on, ever since I signed that dotted line in 1989, like Deion came with that bit. Like you don't even gotta like Deion, the person. Must Be the Money is a movement. Like, I mean, he went in there like you know what? If he was really, really good, right? He would just redo that. Because all of the YN stuff he was doing. This is why I always say, us old dudes got to stop acting like that. He said, these are real bars from Must Be the Money. Real bars. My hair is fly. My fingernails too. And this is what he did that. He did that right there. That was a little zesty. And where did Deion get drafted to? The Atlanta Falcons.
Oh.
And what do we say about Atlanta? That he went to San Fran. And they've been saying that about San Fran since forever, dog. I'm just saying, I'm not saying Dion was, but I'm just saying, to quote Alame Adams, they be tasting their words. They part of the community, and I'm just saying. But Dion was rapping that, and he felt that from the soul. Like, when you not rapping, if it's not real, dog, like, people not gonna feel it. You're not gonna move the units. Yeah. It's only one person that can rap like that. And I don't know if he is, but the way he was talking, I do that sometimes because I might swerve and hit the corner. Whoa. That's what I was hoping to hear. I forgot who made it. I was like, oh, Shedeur made. I might swerve and hit the corner. Whoa. But
that's Jello Ball.
Yeah, but you felt the confidence in Jello. To make something that bad, you got to be confident, dog. You got to feel yourself.
You know what? I'm going to turn around compared to the auto tune.
You know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try next week. I gotta brace myself for it, but I'm gonna try it next week. I'm gonna go listen to some Silk the Shocker. And maybe he wasn't as bad as I thought he was.
When I was a kid, I did. But I was a kid.
But I'm saying, like, I've never went back and just said, let me go. Even it ain't my fault. I don't know, nobody ever listens to his verse. It's like mystical. It's like, I might not be shit to you, but I might not be nothing to you, but I'm the shit on this level.
So James has some draft news. No, this is the Ravens with the 27th pick in the second round. This person was on the next up best available options list for quite some time now. Mike Green, edge from Marshall, 5th position rank. His pro comp is Alabama and Houston phenom Will Anderson Jr. So, James, I have 2 questions for you as we conclude this first round of the draft. Who made the best pick in this draft and who made the worst pick, in your own thoughts?
One pick, right?
One pick, no cheating.
Giants. I like Abdul Carter. And they didn't have to do anything to get him. And now you ready for the worst pick?
I hope it's not the one right above Abdul Carter, but yes, I'm ready.
The Giants. Because you traded into the first round to get Jackson Dart. So I believe you got the best value and you got the absolute worst value.
So they broke even.
Yeah, I think they broke even. Jackson Dart is not somebody who I plan on waking up in 4 years and being like, nah, Jackson Dart is ripping the league up. Like, you got Russell right now. He's not beating out Russell. What Russell gonna do is get you average at minimum, which is better than what you've been. And you got my dog Jameis. And you got Tommy Guns. Jackson Dart is a cleaned up version of Tommy Guns. And that's why I say I don't think those are really I don't really think those are. I don't think he's I don't think he's good at. If you would have got him in the second round, I'd have been fine. Damn.
All right, Miles, we got another one in. So the Broncos had the 28th pick in the second round, and they selected a Florida player, not the University of Florida, playing in a college in Florida, RJ Harvey from UCF as their running back for the Broncos' 28th pick. Still, no signs of Shedeur.
Nah, he's good. Like he's good. I didn't think he would be drafted that high, but kudos to him.
5'8", 205 pounds. His pro comp James is Bucky Irving, who had that crazy season, rookie season last year. So
It's good comp.
good comp for him. We will continue to keep you guys updated. And the next pick is not in, but it's the Washington Commanders with
So I'm pretty sure Shedeur's not getting drafted.
the 29th pick there. So Shedeur's probably not going there. And he is going to go 9 times out of 10 in the 3rd round. Whew. That's harsh. So we will move on into some former NFL player news. And this is our OG Wildland segment for today. Adrian Peterson was arrested last night for DWI after leaving a Vikings draft day party. Quote, Adrian was pulled over at 3:20 in the morning in an Audi Q5 after a state trooper says they saw AP speeding, going 83 in a 55 zone. The cops suspected Peterson, a 40-year-old, was drunk. And when the future Hall of Famer ultimately submitted a breath sample, it was a 0.14.
Know before you blow. You got to know before.
So we got some news in the Commanders with the 29th pick in the second round. Pick Trey Amos, a 6'1", 195-pound cornerback from Ole Miss, 6th in his position rank. James, what do you think about this OG Wildland segment for today with AP?
So, all right. It reminds me of a time when good part, like I went to a party, it was at Pusser's, and on which I love saying the name, Ponte Vedra Beach. The guy who was my best man at my wedding, his name was Junior. Junior was white, and the first Junior I've ever met that was white, but it was cool. Junior's my guy. Now you might want Junior's dad, Senior. We had a birthday party for him, and I'm talking about it was drinking going on. Senior was a major developer at that time, like land developer, so like making bread. They came and one of the sheriffs, the St. Johns County sheriffs, called and said, "Hey, just so you know, they're putting a roadblock up and they're doing DUI checkpoints if you go up this way." So everybody was like, bet. Everybody, we're not going to go that way. We have to take the back way. Like, these were experienced drinkers. There are people who drive better inebriated. I'm one of them. And I'm saying the reason why I say that, because I never drink that. There's been 3 times when I've been that drunk, and I literally just say, I'll tell somebody like, yo, I'll be there. I'll be later. I can't do it. I cannot physically do it. And that's scary. That means there's a lot of money. I'm not buying, because that's a lot of alcohol for me to do that. I can't drink like that anymore, by the way. But like when I was first coaching and I was in my 20s, I'm like that. But the reason why I say that, when I'm sober, I speed. I do rolling stops. I'm probably not wearing a seatbelt. I am breaking every law. When I know I got something on me, I am 10 to 2, 40. I'm going under the speed limit. I am coming to a complete stop. Seatbelts on. Like, how you doing, sir? I enunciated my words, all of that shit. That being said, though, I'm also only doing that if I kind of know my path. Like when if I don't know where I'm going, bro, just call the Uber. NFLPA has a system where we can call and they'll get your ass home. Like, they'll get you home. But AP just is out of control, and I don't really think it was the alcohol that fucked him up. I think he has to drink because his brain is down. His brain is gone.
Wasn't he clean when he played?
Yeah.
Any trouble?
Then not really. But that was because
he whooped his kid.
he beat his kid. But he has a lot of kids. Everybody has something. Like if don't know, I don't trust any man who doesn't have a vice.
My mom was in
Your mom was the fuss.
I'm just saying, beating kids.
Oh yeah, man. Yes, man. It was. You see, Trey, I did the questions. I don't even know how he got some of those answers. I have never in my life told Trey to go outside and get me a Switch. I have done that. I've had to do that. But like he's never witnessed that shit. But like, nah, just beating kids. I'm like, I remember one time, and my sister said this shit. And I told her, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Call the police. Like this dad beat the shit out of his son on Facebook because him and his friends were going around with his guns, talking about they was thugs. And he was just like, pop. I said, my son do that shit with my motherfucking guns. I'm gonna do that shit in front of him. And I'll call child protective custody. Man, come get the motherfucker then. Come get him. I was like, because that's the fucking problem with y'all motherfuckers. Y'all around here coddling these bitches, and then they grow up to be bitches, and then you get mad because there's a bunch of bitches out here dating bitches. When it's some responsibility for this shit. Like that's what I'm like. Let me do what I do, and you do what the fuck you do, and everybody will be happy.
I agree. You're also on the news.
Yeah. Oh, I tell them that these motherfuckers know I'm crazy. I'll do like for certain things if it caused me like this is biblical. Paul said if I gotta go to hell for others to get into heaven, I'll gladly do it. If I have to sacrifice myself to paint a fucking lesson to make sure these boys don't do something crazy, I am going to do that happily.
At the end of the day, it is for their safety.
Yeah, it's for their safety. Like if you're not, because there's real thugs out here. Like they're real thugs, though. But yeah, what we got? Who's drafted? Shedeur Sanders.
Nope. The Bears had the 30th pick in the second round, and they selected Texas A&M defensive tackle Shamar Turner, 6'3", 290 pounds, 6 in his position ranked dog, playing in the SEC. Split double teams well, and he is a disruptive run defender who slips blocks. Shout out to him. And James, we have sending our thoughts and prayers to someone whose pops you're a fan of for his sports takes, Gilbert Arenas. His son, Elijah Arenas, got into a crazy car accident in California in his Tesla Cybertruck. And here is the TMZ Sports video right here.
Oh, he had a fire hydrant.
Heat around, to be honest, Is somebody in there? Oh, God. This, bro. Real. It's okay. Wake up quick. Get him up. Get up, bro. Come on. Get up. There was only one person in the car, but please double check. Please check first. He was in the car. But just please, hey, no, wait. Check in the car first, bro, please. Just in case. Y'all do y'all thing, bro.
I got a question.
He wasn't even up, huh?
Damn, is that much water in the fire hydrant? Man, like, I'd be mad. I know everybody water bill.
So just wanted to give some background information on Elijah Arenas. He reclassified. He technically should be a junior in high school, but he reclassified to go to college earlier to pursue his basketball dreams. He committed to USC earlier this year, and now he has experienced that crash. And this is the statement by the family. Just want to read some of it right here. In a remarkable and hopeful development, Elijah Arenas has come out of his coma and has shown significant signs of progress within the last 24 hours. Elijah opened his eyes and was able to write on a piece of paper that he remembered the smoke and asked, quote, "Did anyone get hurt?" So he is supported by his family, Laura, his dad Gilbert, and siblings. And for the people who saved Elijah from the vehicle, they said, quote, "I remember hearing banging on the car window, but I couldn't see anything because the smoke was so thick. That's when I realized someone was inside. I tried to break the window, but it wouldn't give. Then I saw one of the windows was cracked just enough, and we used everything we had to bend it and pull him out. The car was on fire. We just knew we had to get him out." Whew, scary to see something like that,
So
James,
did the smoke
especially.
malfunction when he was driving and that caused him to wreck, or was the wreck he got in the wreck and it caused the smoke?
We do not know the order of events that has happened or anything, but we know that he is out of his coma. Wishing him thoughts and prayers, but scary situation out in California.
Yeah, man. I know Gil really loves his kids. He has a daughter that's really good. He has a son that's really, really good. Um, you know, I know that's got to be wild for him, what he's going through. But like, aren't these supposed to like auto drive and shit, like prevent you from like hitting the fucking fire hydrant? But I don't know, man. This is why I don't want a Tesla, but this is why I don't want to drive. Like I like being driven.
These are pictures of the car, James.
Ooh.
Guess it swerved.
It hit the corner.
Whoa, hit this tree. Damaged this car real bad.
Tree. Fuck that shit up. I thought these things were like tanks.
Toy tanks, what it looks like.
I can't get over how ugly that shit looks.
Miles, can you cue the sound? We got to talk about the Chiefs right quick. Oh, is he back in, James?
Yeah, he's in.
All right. So the Chiefs had the 31st pick in the second round of the NFL draft, and they chose Tennessee defensive tackle Omar Norman Lott, 6'2", 291 pounds, 9th in his position rank. And Kansas City's continue to doing their thing, James, picking up these SEC guys. So good to see. Good to see. So, James, we only have one pick left in this draft, and it belongs to the Eagles. And then after that, we can cap off the show. But, man, just thoughts on the draft so far, James. And where do you think Shedeur is going to go? So I'll read you some of the notable teams in the third round. The Giants have the first pick in the third round as of currently. Browns have the third pick. The Raiders have the fourth pick. Saints have the seventh pick, but they drafted Tyler. And then Cowboys have the 12th pick. Steelers have the 19th pick in the third round, 83rd pick overall. Do you think he'll land in that black and yellow?
I mean, you got 3, 4, and 19. So, I mean, it can't. It can't go to the next day. It can't go to the next day. Like, again, so another thing, like, I want to know if this is when did the NFL, because again, my other question would be, because I missed this, when did the NFL start hating Deion? Like, if it is Deion hate, they just hate who is like, when, like, what moment, what happened that made them like, we don't like Deion anymore? Because Deion's been highly regarded, right? He's a Hall of Famer. Like, I don't know. Like, I just think this is just a situation where maybe the guys just not good, but I don't think he's. Look up Tyler. Like, hold on, let me send this shit to you, Jaden.
Miles, can you cue the sound to note the last pick in the second round of the 2025 NFL Draft? The Eagles selected Andrew Makuba, safety out of Texas. Makuba is a free safety and nickelback who ran a 4.45 at the combine. Crazy, man. Scary. The Eagles might have a solid chance to run it back because they got they got rid of the old, but they replaced it with some new hot talent. So I can't wait to see how they will pan out. So that concludes the second round of the NFL Draft. Still waiting on Shedeur for the third round. Some notable teams, I'll repeat them again. Giants, but they just drafted Jackson Dart, had the first pick in the third round. Browns have the third pick. The Raiders have the fourth pick. Saints have the seventh pick. Cowboys have the 12th pick. And the Steelers has the 19th pick in the third round. So, James, do you think it's his attitude? Do you think teams do not want to deal with Deion's camp, Deion's influence on Shedeur and possibly their program?
He's not the first cocky quarterback. Like, maybe they don't think the juice is worth the squeeze, maybe. But, like, he's got NFL attributes. He's just not elite. But, like, Deion's been Deion since forever. And this has never been an issue. Like Jaden, I just sent a message to our group chat. And that is bullshit. I don't want to hear this. They never liked Deion shit. Deion worked for the NFL Network. Like, Deion is beloved. Now, Deion is an asshole, but Deion, I want to put this in perspective. Deion is an asshole where he's an asshole, and he's good to who he's good to. Like, that's terrible. There's no way you draft this guy in front of anybody. Like, that looks like a glitch. Now, Jaden, also on my Twitter page, right under my book bag drive, there's again. So maybe that was the ball slipped. A little slick and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bad shit happens. Like, he didn't prepare he didn't properly prepare his balls. He didn't properly touch his balls up before he got a chance to throw them. Everybody got to touch those balls. So, like, that sometimes. But what about when his balls are the way he wants his balls? And it's in perfectly good conditions, and this is the shit that we got to deal with. Like, bruh, the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck are you doing? But when we talk about, again, you know who they had, who had knocks on them? Cam Ward. People try to talk about his attitude, talk about leadership, talk about him. Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. What's funny is Shedeur Sanders was trolling him when they were training. Cam Ward said that he quit on his team at the half. Like, I'm with you. It doesn't make sense. Let's say this collectively. It doesn't make sense. Let's not try to make it something else, though. Because what happens is you could get people on the bandwagon of it doesn't make sense. But when we start making up stuff that's unfounded, that's called feelings and not facts. And we can't, you can't go against feelings. Cam Newton had a dad that took money allegedly, was at 3 different schools, left early, was black, very black, with a daddy who was a black preacher. And guess what happened with him? First overall pick. I'll tell you this, though. The only thing I'll tell you is that he has the Tebow effect. But Tebow actually had other shit that, like, Tebow was a Heisman Trophy winner, probably one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best college football players of all time. And Quincy said he had a 3rd round grade, if I remember correctly, of Shedeur. And Denver went back in, and this is probably what hurts him. Denver traded back into the first round to get Tim Tebow at the 15th pick and didn't do anything. And that coach got fired. And then people will go around and say that people didn't like Tim Tebow because he was a Christian. They just have something against Tim Tebow. They just don't like him. They don't like all of the attention that he brings. And that's not fair to Tim Tebow. Who does that sound like? That's what you guys are sounding like. And the fact is, we all watched Tim Tebow basically do what that dude just did. Like, Tim Tebow literally threw the ball into the ground to a wide open wide receiver with no pressure. Like, and then when they tried to move him positions, he got hit in the helmet with the ball that was coming to him. One of our sports, then Urban Meyer tried to bring him here to Jacksonville, and people got mad at me. I got like 5 million views of my video of him blocking his teammate while we were playing another team. I don't know if you know that, but that's not good. Shedeur, but I'm with you when it's crazy, but like, man, I'm not just. It's hard to scream racism when half the quarterbacks in the league are black. The first overall pick was a black quarterback from the blackest PWI school you can name that trained with Shedeur, who is a part of their camp. The second overall pick was another guy that Deion's camp that Deion claims as a son. Like, all of these things just lead us to say that maybe they just didn't value his son like everybody else did. And you can like people, but that doesn't mean everybody else have to like somebody else.
The grok has been grokking. James, you see Shedeur working at Wendy's anytime soon? This what we doing?
Like, that looks more like Shiloh.
Oh, don't worry, Shiloh's working the fries.
Like, that's what Shiloh's going to do. Like the little colored boy from Jacksonville. Shiloh's like, I just want to live. God protect me. Like, the Sanders family is going to come together and they're going to hold hands. My people don't want no trouble. We run. They're going to, like, he's going to be fine. It's going to work out. He's going to get to the NFL. But damn, Wendy's, man, like, these got a smile. Like, they got the smile, man. Like, AI is crazy. AI made me into like I be liking them AI pictures. They make me look real mean though when I'm like I got a bad face. Oh man, damn.
So we got Tyler's stats right here. I wanted to pull this up for you, James. His last year at Louisville, his sole and only year at Louisville, 244 completions, 389 attempts. That is a completion percentage of 62.7 for 3,195 yards, an average of 8.2 yards per attempt, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, almost a 4-to-1 interception ratio. Got sacked 14 times. So still surprising, still shocking, James, for sure.
Yeah, check out the thing I just sent you.
Pulling it up right now.
Hey man, regardless of what the situation is, man, these jokes gonna get joked. The joke's gonna get joked.
Nah, this is hilarious.
Man, Shedeur Sanders getting drafted before Shedeur. Yo, man. Uh-oh. I wonder what the Saints think about this pick.
Hey man, do y'all see how many people in here, bro? Y'all looking silly in front of the hoes right now. Listen to me, hold up, bro. We can't be out here looking silly in front of the hoes. Man, I done gave these niggas so many years of my fucking life, but they gonna do me like this bitch ass shit. I know, but we looking silly right now, though. Man, this nigga 25 years old. That nigga got 5 broken legs, 2 broken shoulders. What the fuck is he gonna do for me? What the fuck can I do with a nigga that's almost 30 years old? That nigga been in college for the last 10 years,
He
bro.
went in New Orleans
can't
on
do
them.
shit with that. You going from fucking Jalen Hurts to Tyler Shaw. This bitch ass nigga going from Beyonce to fucking. I ain't gonna disrespect that lady like that, bro. I don't got shit for these niggas. I ain't recording no songs. I ain't got no tweets. I ain't got no positivity. I hope every nigga associated with that fucking team have a terrible life. Terrible fucking life. Fuck these niggas, man. Fuck. Yeah. Anyway,
I wonder how he really feels. Oh, well, damn. Bruh. Man. Wow. That's that passion that the only sports can bring. He do sound like that. I thought that was a Miami space, but the only reason I knew that was he said, I ain't gonna talk about that lady like that. I was that lady. I ain't gonna disrespect that lady like that. I was like, oh man, that's some you know the baby. Man. Damn. Shedeur still ain't been drafted, huh? I don't want to laugh. That was wrong. But that was the wrong laugh. I'm sorry. I don't want that people to think that's not man. I'm not praying on his downfall. Like I just can't believe. You got to laugh for the. I'm not gonna cry about it, but I am laughing to prevent from crying. Like that's the only thing I would do if I was in this situation. Damn, dog. Like Travis done bought a house already. His boats are back. Like he's fishing. Like before his homie even got picked. But damn. Shit. Oh. We ain't even got. Do we have big games? Was this part of? Is the big games B.S. Shedeur not being drafted? Oh, Jaden been gone. Oh, Jaden was gone. Oh wow! I didn't even know Jaden was gone.
Yeah, my computer lagged out.
So is the big games B.S. Shedeur not being drafted so far?
It was the that and the Elijah Arenas situation and the Adrian Peterson too, the old head Wyland. But yeah, that's all we had on the agenda for today. James, any last words for the fans tonight? Had around almost 700 in here, so it was crazy.
I need y'all to go to YouTube. Like go to the YouTube and just please exponential. Please. Like I need you to just go there and just spend a little bit of time. Like just go to the YouTube, Did Media Group, and like just log in, like the channel, subscribe, any of that stuff. But this weekend I may even try to go do another just chill and just see what we can do. No, I won't be able to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I got my Jets games, but maybe on Sunday or maybe on even Monday show we'll do a recap of the draft and what's going on. But I really do appreciate y'all coming out here in force, and hopefully we didn't say anything that was too wild. I really do find it not funny, but like appalling that this young man isn't drafted at this point. I'm not gonna say for the reasons why that y'all are saying it, because there's gotta be a logical reason. I just can't tell you what that logical reason is, but nah, but just I know Denny doesn't think any of these quarterbacks are good, but like shit, Carson probably could have came out and been drafted high. But on that note, man, I really hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me, and we will see you guys next time.